Okay, let's see. 신한 double leverage 선물. Oh, another message. I'm sure my boss is always looking for me. This work from home thing is such a pleasure, but yeah, I can't just not focus on work whatsoever. We all get distracted by family, friends, calls, messages, text, checking the stock market, taking risks, you know.
백신 접종이 확산되면서 미국에선 재택근무를 종료하는 기업들이 하나둘씩 나타나고 있다는데요. 달라지고 있는 사무실 풍경 미리 보시죠. 아바타를 만들어 로그인을 하자 실제 자신이 근무하는 사무실 모습이 나타납니다. 맞은편에 앉은 직장 동료들과 곧바로 화상 회의가 진행됩니다. 자, 언제 어디서 일을 하느냐보다는 어떻게 성과를 낼 수 있도록 할 것인가에 대한 기업들의 고민이 깊어지고 있는 모양새입니다.
Yeah, my name's Brandon. I work for a game company called Bagel Code. I work as a director of business development. It's been a great round for the last couple of years. Going through the work from home phase, but primarily, I think it will probably apply to most of the people, not just this industry, but a lot of people I think liked not having to commute to the office, which makes about 2 to 3 hours round trip every day wasted in the public transits. So it was great that we don't have to actually spend the time commuting to the office. It depends on people, but for me, it was easier to focus on work because, for example, I have a lot of colleagues that come up to me and asking for help. Can you spare a minute for me? When you're at the office, you are distracted by a lot of different things. But when you work from home, you can control all those distractions. Obviously, when it comes to kids, when your kid has to stay home, that might be different. But I think there was a little time loss in terms of communication. I will probably say it's a bit harder to communicate between the colleagues. When you're sitting next to someone, when you're actually sitting across someone, you can just kind of yell out something. You can just start talking.
Yes.
You don't necessarily have to schedule a call, or you may lose sense of belonging. You may start losing sense of belonging, like sense of your existence within the company. What are you doing? What you're like what am I doing well? What am I doing bad?
And some feel isolated, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because you're alone, right? When you're in the office, it's pretty easy. You can just sit down with him or her and just talk about it. Whereas from home, you're by yourself. And
네, 안녕하세요. 저는 지금 현재 쿠팡에서 로켓 배송 가전 디지털 쪽 브랜드 매니저를 맡고 있는 천민곤 매니저라고 합니다.
재택근무를 하면서 팀워크라고 하죠. 예전에 이제 그게 좀 약해질 수 있다 보니까 이런 부분들은 좀 어떻게 극복을 하고 개선하시는지 궁금합니다.
막상 이 재택을 저희가 거의 3년째 거의 하고 있는 거거든요. 근데 그럼에도 불구하고 전혀 이게 팀워크나 이런 거는 오히려 더 가까워진 부분도 있는 것 같아요. 얼굴을 못 보다 보니까 오히려 다양한 슬랙 채널을 이용해서 하기도 하고 줌 미팅을 통해서 또 인사도 하기도 하고 그렇게 하다 보니까 사실 사무실에 있을 때보다 더 좀 많은 소통을 하게 된다고 느껴지더라고요. 그래서 특히나 또 쿠팡 같은 경우에는 또 좀 팀이 좀 되게 유연하게 좀 움직여요. 제도 자체가 좀 유연하기 때문에 좀 TF팀 같은 것도 생겼다가 없어졌다가 많이 하는데 오히려 재택이다 보니까 재택에서는 사실 자리 옮길 필요도 없고 그런 게 없잖아요. 당장. 오히려 그런 좀 재택으로 인해서 그런 좀 저희 쿠팡이 가지고 있는 유연한 팀 제도가 오히려 좀 더 잘 맞지 않았나.
To ask what support the company has provided to employees to operate an efficient work from home system in the COVID-19 pandemic.
For the company to provide physical or environment support on device and so on. Most important thing that company has faith and belief in their employee will do their best to fulfill their responsibilities.
Then here's the conclusion. How to increase work from home's efficiency and productivity. For the first to maximize flexibility, each company should try their best to maximize work flexibility for successful work from home settlement. For this, companies need to set up optimized work from home policy as much as possible. And we should use work from home method as much as possible. However, for the work which requires a close collaboration is needed, we can consider maintaining the face-to-face offline meetings. For example, Google launches hybrid work week. Google CEO said, Google will move to a hybrid work week, where most Googlers spend approximately 3 days in the office and 2 days wherever they work best. About 20% of Google's workforce will continue to work remotely after its offices reopen later this year, while about 60% Googlers will come together in the office for a few days a week. Spotify, a global music streaming company, started WFA, which means Work From Anywhere, model from February 2021, emphasizing company support to make employees work anytime, anywhere without any restriction of time and space. Work is not somewhere you go, it is something you do. It is simple. Choose to work where you work best, whether that is mostly in the office or at home. But at the same time, after work from home is started, companies are suspicious whether their employees are really working hard or not. Its employees feel they are being monitored all the time by company, complaining work time and break time is not separated. In that sense, digital transformation can help to maintain the balance of work and rest between companies and employees. This is one example of digital transformation. Hujitsu use AI system which makes the level of work progress and communication visualized as work from home success reference. AI automatically gather the data of employees' laptop use time and utilize it to calculate the portion of each employee's contribution for task. Finally, to improve work from home's efficiency. For third, companies are trying to make and establish better way of communication for employees to make them feel sense of belonging and prevent losing their existence in company. For example, Google is conducting online housewarming and online recipe sharing with the name of weekly social meeting, including learning services for employees like online yoga classes, orchestras, and comedy shows, etc.